This song was sort of playfully dedicated when it was first done, kind of as a one-off kind of thing, for my sister, who was visiting back east. I grew up in Massachusetts, and my sister was back east, but she was actually, had come out west to go to school in this area. She went to Evergreen over in Olympia. And so she came back, and my friend David Pinardi and David Huxtable, the two Davids, sort of on the cuff, they played this little tune. But then David went home and really wrote the whole thing in the verse. And it's all about someone who wants to go back to Seattle, but actually the guy that wrote it had never been anywhere. So there's a lot of historical inaccuracies along the way. And geographical accidents as well. And I'm looking for her. Oh, there she is. So I'm going to dedicate this one because I think one of the reasons, probably the reason my sister stayed out here for these many years, is she met a fine young man who she's been married to for many years, and they have a couple of grown-up children, and her husband's mother-in-law just drove down from Bellingham today and is a first-time visitor at the festival. So Yvonne, this is for you, okay? Thanks for coming down from Bellingham. And it was a nice drive. It only took like 2.5 days from Bellingham, right? I mean, is there a time when Route 5 is not rush hour?
It's pretty amazing. How many of you are lucky enough to call Washington State your home? All right, how about Oregon? I mean, we're gonna include them as well. You have the most beautiful part of the country here. The Northwest is amazing.
And you know, we come out here at the end of June, and the weather is beautiful and sunny. And I think, oh, it'd be so wonderful to have this 12 months a year, wouldn't it?
Sure would.
It's like the northern version of Hawaii or something. Well, Jeffrey, you start this one. I need just slightly more juice in the monitor or something because I find myself yelling. Thank you.
Preparing myself physically for this test.
Jeff has practiced for this part many, many seconds.
That's funny.
Hey, Eli, I think we need more on the monitor for Jim. I still don't hear him.
It's sort of traveling music. That's Jeff Barnhart over there. Are you ready, guys? Can we hear a little whistle here? That sounds like it's just 8-5. Alright, here we go. Oh, there's a place that I love that's located in the far northwestern part of the USA. No matter where I chance to roam, I always long for my old home along the Pacific shore. Now you can keep Kentucky, Ohio, and Maine. I don't want Arizona, there's too darn much rain. I've made my reservation on a train that's leaving Union Station Monday at 3. I'm gonna skedaddle back to Seattle as soon as I can put on my best vest. I'm begging the train crew to take the train straight through without any stops between New York and the West. If we should run out of steam between New York and my dream,
What are you gonna do?
I'll harness a cloud and use the wind as my team.
That's clever.
I'm gonna skedaddle back to Seattle, back where I belong. Here we go. Boston, Massachusetts area. I see a couple hands. Well, this very first verse is for you. I've rubbed elbows with the Brahmins, strolling up and down the common bean town, heading for me. Now Pasadena, San Francisco, Oakland, Chi-Town, and Mount Kisco. I've crossed them off my list. You know, Freddie, I don't want Manhattan, in spite of those Yanks. Those Gothamites will steal your shirt, but I'll do much as tanks. I'll be living on tomorrow. Head west without much sorrow. Good riddance every way. Bon voyage. I'm gonna paddle back to Seattle. I never should have left that town. Soak up that steamer, that old walking beamer. I'm tired of wandering around. You know, Jeff, I'll take Puget Sound to swim in any old day.
Why's that, Jim?
Just try eating oysters and